Hello people, welcome to my second devlog video on our game House Protectors. A lot of smaller changes has happened since the last video, but my goal with these videos isn't to document every single little thing we add. But yeah, in the last video I added some UI for the player counter, I added a countdown, and I also added UI to show the player names of each player. Now I did some changes to the name tag programming, so now you need to hold tab to show the player names. I also added a bigger thing, which is building. So we thought that people would have a lot more fun if they could build their own houses instead of spawning in pre-built ones. So I went on Google to find some info on how to do this in Unreal Engine, but I didn't really get any concrete or good answers. Not even ChatGPT had any good suggestions. So I took some ideas from other posts related to building, put those ideas together, and came up with my own idea. So right now building works this way. I have a grid placed in the world that I can adjust to set the desired building area. Then for every point in this grid, it will create an invisible block. Now, when I click on this block in the game and have at least 5 wood, the invisible block will be removed and replaced with a wooden block. Then with the building time server, the game gets all the invisible blocks that's left and turns them off. It also gets all the wooden blocks and turns off the building for each of those wooden blocks. Because when it's building time, you can just click on a wooden block and remove it. So when it disables building here, it means now I can only repair them. So you can only remove blocks in the building time and only repair blocks when a wave is going on. Now there's definitely a more optimized way to do this, but as for now I'm just gonna use this method. So as you've probably seen by now, I've also added a new wave, a tsunami. Or well, I've actually done a lot more than that since the last devlog. You see, in Unreal Engine you can use either blueprints or C++ for programming. Now blueprints are visual programming, so it works fine for smaller things, but if you take a look at the wave manager, which is the object that controls all the waves, this blueprint became way too complicated. I mean, look at this! So I converted almost the entire wave manager to C++, which has taken a while. Now back to the tsunami wave. I haven't done much with this wave yet, but as of right now, it simply spawns and moves from right to left, and then it damages the blocks on its way. Right now it's also very bare bones, as you can see, and it doesn't damage the block most of the time, and I do not know why. I'm still trying to fix that. And also, as you can see, Ali haven't done the pixel art yet. So the tsunami sprite you're seeing on screen right now is made by me. I don't know why I even have to say this, since you can clearly see that I made it. I've also changed the camera since last time, so right now it doesn't follow the player's Z-axis every time they jump. Instead, it checks if the player's Z-axis is over a specific value, and when it's over this value, it's gonna move the camera up. It's pretty simple. Now the game also just generally looks a lot better now. I've added depth of field, so everything in the background is now blurred. And Ali, he made some mountains that I've also added in the background. I also placed some grass and stones around on the map, just as extra decoration. And for some reason, the light source in the last video was set to blue instead of white, which explains the cold colors the game had in that video. Now I've set it back to white, and I've raised the temperature of the colors in post-processing, so everything looks a lot warmer and nicer to the eye. So that was most of the changes since the last devlog, and we are open for feedback. So if you have any suggestions for the game or these videos, just drop your suggestions in the comments and we'll take a look at them. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.